So I've not been here long at Frankfurt, and I think I've done a pretty good job, but me and the board have fallen out big time. They went behind my back, and they sold one of my goalkeepers. Not just any goalkeeper, my club captain. On the cheap. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. It's boardroom warfare, everyone. Get your pitchforks out. I mean, I can't believe it. I genuinely cannot believe it. They sold Manuel Gasperini. And not even for good money. For £7.75 million. Granted, that's more than we bought him for. But he was one of my best players. He conceded 16 goals in 19 appearances. And now he's gone. I had nothing to do with it. I had no say in it. Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. My faith has been shaken. Fortunately, obviously, I bought in Julian Centurion, who we were talking about in the previous episode. But is he as good as Gasperini? Maybe. But he doesn't have the same impact on the team. It also means I have to bring up Tom Hesse from the youngsters. Let's just hope Centurion doesn't get injured. He's going to get injured in this episode, isn't he? I can feel it. And in fairness to Centurion, it's not been the easiest start, but he's also not done that badly. In the meantime, since our last game, where we drew 0-0 with Borussia Dortmund, it's been a bit of a mixed bag. We beat Dresden, beat Dusseldorf, 4-0 and 3-0, quite convincingly. Then lost convincingly to Bochum, where we lost 3-0. And that was Centurion's first game in goal. Beat Nuremberg 1-0, beat Stuttgart 1-0, both those games at home. Lost away to Hoffenheim. You're seeing a pattern here, aren't you? Yes, which means that we're going to lose the first game today away at Cologne, and then maybe win the home game at home to Schalke, who, funnily enough, are not top of the league. I thought they were top of the league, but they are holding and occupying that last Champions League space, which is obviously what we are aiming for. We're only 3 points behind with a game in hand on RB Leipzig, who are just ahead of us. It's going to go down to the wire for these European places, specifically the Champions League ones. And looking at the team, this is how we are lining up then. Centurion is in goal. Rossi, Navarro, Diacabi and Parlato make up the back four. You got Alvaro, Bolin, Chapnik and Shotard in the middle. Then you got Jose Antonio on the left, Dominguez on the right, who doesn't have a particularly good relationship with Parlato, but we'll sort that out. And Kamir Kameo is up front in very good goal scoring form. By that I mean scored last episode. Last match. So in good form. You'll be wondering where Tap Sober is. Injured for a long period of time, but finally is now back and available on the bench. I'm partly thinking about bringing on him and Diacabi, but Navarro's been so good this year, it'd be a bit harsh for me to remove him. So, no messing, we're getting straight into it today. And they've got a lot of new gens here. They've got Thilo Kehrer the Error from my my Arsenal save. Who remembers, their best player apparently is this lad, and I can see why. Stefan Brunning. Yeah, it does look pretty good, but he's not a patch on our players, so we should win this. Right, away we go. Need to turn this away form around. We've lost both of our last away games against opposition I would really expect us to do a little bit better against. Hoffenheim's always a difficult game, but Bochum was a shocker considering they were 17th in the league and they absolutely trounced us like it wasn't even close. Can't be having another performance like that again. We've been slightly better going forward, but not by much really since I've made these new signings. And I think it's going to take a little bit of time for them to bed in. And also, everyone's in a little bit of a mixed bag of form at the moment. So, it's tough to say if we're going to make the Champions League places. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think we're out of it by any means, but I'd be surprised if we did make it, put it that way, especially with the run-in that we've got. I just want to make sure that we secure a European spot, whether that's in the Europa League 2 or the Europa League. That'd be amazing. This isn't helping my mood as Alhaji Wade gets his 12th goal season. He's on his way to Spurs. And you can see why, because I was after him as well. He's ridiculous. It's not a great start. He's playing on the left. He plays a decent ball in. They always get the man overlap. Tillman into Bejimo. Plays a good ball in. Egerstein hits it. Good save by Centurion. But Wade is there on hand because the rest of our defence just can't be bothered to get back. So, good. Great. Good start. Just what we needed. Oh, no. Basically, every time he goes to Wade, we're in trouble. And Wade's on the ball again. Whips it in front post. Kirsten, great clearance there. Can we make something of it? Probably not. Oh, Kameo has tackled his man. Go on, lad. On your own. He's miles out. He's never going to score. That's a penalty. A stupid tackle. There was no need to make that tackle at all. Thilo Kehrer the Error, making yet Another error on camera on my channel as Alvaro steps up to take the shot. God, he gets away with it. Our newly crowned captain, because he took over from Gasparini, the captain's armband. Young he though may be, 16 leadership and some pretty decent teamwork makes him a good one for me. And he's tucked that away nicely. Well done, Alvaro. We don't deserve to be level, but we are, and that's all that matters. Dominguez is a weird one. Sometimes he can be absolutely insanely good. Sometimes he can be absolutely horrendous. And speaking of horrendous, that's a pretty horrendous bit of play from us there. But we got away with it because Tillman went a little bit early and was offside. 1-1 at the break. There, we don't deserve it in the slightest. So I'm far from pleased with what's going on here. And definitely with Chatmack. I mean, come on, mate. What are you doing? Not happy with him. And I'm definitely not happy with Dominguez. And he seems down and pressured. Mate, cream rises to the top, dude. Cream rises to the top. If you can't handle it, get out. Agustin over this corner as Cologne make a strong start to the second half. It's gone through absolutely everyone there. And Chatmack hits the ball long to Kamir Kameo. Great touch by Kamir Kameo. We're on the counter now. Dominguez, go on, mate. Play a decent ball. Or just go backwards, whatever. Rossi on the overlap. We've flooded forward here. That's our left back. He's made it all the way to the back post. It's not a brilliant touch, but Palato's on it. He tries to whip it in. That's even worse. The delivery from the fullbacks there, from both of them, was absolutely atrocious. That was the worst delivery from the fullbacks you will ever see. So bad. And Cologne are playing some lovely little triangles here in their own area. They've given it straight to Kamir Kameo. Bang! I love it when you call me Leroy. He always scores on Arabino's damage. The words need work. La la la. It's true. La la la. Keep the pitch consistent. And by that I mean like the pitch of my voice, not just the pitch that we're playing on. Hey! That's his 10th goal of the season, Kamir Kameo. A lovely finish. And we've just been gifted 2 goals with 2 dopey mistakes from FC Cologne. Fantastic. Polato, they're taking it down nicely. If we get a third here, I'd like to think it's pretty much all over. With not many teams going to score 3 against us, unless they're 17th in the table. Jose Antonio on the ball, moving forward. He's been pretty decent since I brought him in, but he's got to do better than that. And, oh no, Rossi's been done here by Tillman, who's been really, really good today so far. Tillman hits it. I mean, I don't think that he touched it well on Centurion. He let it go wide. Had that covered. I like it. Right, Dominguez has been awful. He's coming off. I've just had enough, mate. You've just been awful. Off you come. Ian Meek is coming on. That's how bad you are. I'm bringing on Ian Meek. I'm also going to take Polato off, and I'm going to bring on Frank Flock, who's a player we haven't seen too much of. But apparently he's actually my best right back. I just really like the look of Polato, so I've been working with him. But maybe that right-hand side needs a little bit of a dressing. Not like a salad cream or anything. As in a dressing, as in I'm addressing the issue. Not pouring dressing on it. Sometimes I can hear myself talking, I just think, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Well, so far we're doing our job. That's the most important thing, is that we're getting a win here. We're getting the job done ahead of the Schalke game, which is massive. Let's not lie now. The Schalke game suddenly becomes a huge game in the context of our season if we are going to chance for Champions League football. With the run-in that we've got, I feel if we lose to Schalke, that's it. Like, you know, we're never really going to be able to make that back up. We've got to keep this kind of momentum that we've built going. Whether we'll be able to beat them, I'm not 100% sure. We've got to make sure we get past Cologne first. And to be honest, wait until after this highlight, then we'll talk again. Check it. Let's hit it to Ian Meek. Go on, mate, take him on. Ian plays it over to Flock. Flock going around his man, or trying to. That's just some, again, of the worst delivery from a fullback that you will ever see. And now he's so far up the pitch that Wade tees it over the other side. Tillman's in. It's just awful. The 2 wingers in Tillman and Wade have been doing me all day. But this there from Flock, it's just one of the worst crosses you'll ever see. It was just so bad. I need them to gift me another goal, because at this rate we're definitely not going to be making Champions League, because we can't even beat Cologne away from home. 4 minutes of added time. We don't deserve to win this game. If anything, we're lucky to get away with a draw. And get away with a draw we do. I'll say I'm happy with it. I'm not really, but I need to keep morale relatively high because I've been a little bit harsh on the players in recent team talks. That is gutting. At least we got a draw away from home, which is something. But now we take on Schalke. It's going to be a little bit harder, I think. But at least it's at home, where we tend to keep clean sheets. So let's keep fingers crossed. Good news, my backup keeper has got fractured ribs. Right, well, one good thing for sure is that Ramsey's back, and so is Tapsoba, more importantly. And with that in mind then, we've not really done very well against Schalke before. So I'm going to take off Diakabi, as good as he has been. Tapsoba's got to come back in. He's been absolutely brilliant for me so far this season. And Ramsey is also going to make his comeback, but he's only going to be on the bench. Other than that, I'm going to give the team another chance. We played pretty well in the last match, but not well enough to bag us either win. But I think that there's enough in this team, especially at home, I think, for us to do quite well here. Diakabi's going to be on the bench, which is good news because we need him in case Tapsoba gets injured again. There's a couple of players that are automatically recognised, obviously Bukayo Saka being the number one. Peralta here is probably one of their best players, and you can see why he is a sensational number 10, something I need to look at getting in next year. Wagman at the back's very good. Michael Douglas, I believe, is also a pretty decent centre-back. Not brilliant, but he's alright. Afugu, who I believe they brought in from Leeds, he's been very, very good. I mean, he's absolutely rapid, and he's scored against me before while we were at Derby. 54 goals and 116 appearances for Leeds. This guy is no mug. And of course, up front, they've got Ali Hachim, who is, for a lack of a better word, sensational. He's got 60 goals and 140 appearances so far in his career. 36 and 73 for Schalke, so basically one every 2 games. Hopefully, this is the second of those games. Alvaro over a free kick here in the opening 10 minutes. We whipped it in. Tapsoba doesn't win the header, but Kamea has picked it up, just retain the ball, or give it away. And Afugu, as we said, is rapid. He is gone. There's no one catching up with him. Afugu is so quick. He's in it wide. On the count of this team are going to be a nightmare. They're going to be an absolute nightmare. Saka's rapid. Peralta's rapid. Afugu is rapid. Hachim is pretty damn quick as well. This is going to be an absolute nightmare if we give the ball away high up the pitch. Annoyingly as well, Leipzig are winning, which is not good news for me. Jose Antonio. I love it when we go up the pitch and then just give the ball away. Hashim, ball in over the top. It's 1-0 already. It's his 21st goal of the season. This could get bad. I mean, Jose Antonio is not doing much to make me feel better here. That's a great ball by Lacroix, but I mean, talk about this with composure. The keeping there is really bad, to be fair, from Centurion. I mean, there's not a lot he can really do, let's be fair here, but at the same time, he's dived so early there. He didn't need to dive so early. Just stay on your feet, mate. Just stay on your feet. I mean, we're growing back into it. We've had all the ball, really. 76% possession. Same amount of shots, but naturally, just not as good a chances as the ones that Schalke have had. Apparently, they're going for a more cautious approach, and I'm going to maybe throw a bit more caution to the wind and try and force the issue a bit more. So I've gone attacking to see if we can catch them a little bit cold, and Leipzig are losing, which is good news for me, but that doesn't mean anything if I don't pick up any points in this game. This is a game really I can't afford to lose. We can't afford to lose it. As Cordoba hits it long. Navarro, I've been talking about how great Navarro has been all year, and he literally just didn't even look where he was heading it there. That's so bad. Awful. Absolutely awful in terms of the first half. There's just been nothing. I'm going to get aggressive. Come on, what are you doing? I'm going to take Jose Antonio off. He's not been anywhere near good enough. Kamea's going to go over to the left. And I'm going to bring on Casal, and he is going on up front. It's all I can do. It's all I can do. I need to find a way of hurting Schalke here, because at the moment we're creating nothing, we're doing nothing, but there's an early highlight, and maybe, hopefully, with the quality of Kamea on that left-hand side, we can actually do some damage. As Rossi plays the ball back to Chatmak. He fans Kamea. It's an awful finish. Alvaro, over a free kick. We've started this second half much better. That's such a bad free kick in, though. Cordoba's claimed it without any issue whatsoever. Then we're trying to get back into some sort of shape, but I can see this ball being a goal over the top. What is going on with the defence there? Hashim, we're lucky he's missed it. What's happening with the defence there? Lacroix whips the ball in. Petit at the back post. He's done really well to keep that in there. He's whipped it in, and oh, for God's sake, Pascal Fugo has scored. Of course he has. I knew he would. Keeping's been horrendous. I hate my board. Centurion was never meant to be the number one. He was just there to give Gasparini a bit of a trial and a bit of difficulty. That's all he was there for. It's a shocking bit of goalkeeping. I've gone to a 4-2-3-1, pushed Aaron Ramsey into that central midfield, the attacking midfielder role. It's the first time I can hand on heart say, not even look like scoring. We've not even looked like scoring today. Just been atrocious as Alvaro whips a ball in. And we have scored via Giovanni Navarro. If we get anything out of this game, it's going to be an absolute miracle. The only way we've had a highlight has been via a set piece. And that's a good ball in by Alvaro. Keeper comes and misses it. Game on. Come on, boys. I mean, it'd be sheer grit. No quality, but sheer grit if we get anything out of this. I think the game's teasing me here. We can tell here, we've actually hit... Oh my god, there's a corner. Rossi whips it in. Back post. It's fallen. Navarro back to Rossi. Good ball in, please, mate. Navarro back to Rossi. Rossi whips it in. Back post. Ramsey. Pick a man. That's awful. Tap sober. Ramsey. Pick a man. Casal. Dominguez. It's not over. It's not over. Dominguez has scored. It's his 8th goal of the season. Casal comes off the bench to get the assist. We're bundling it in. And it is just sheer personality that's got us here. Genius from Tapsoba. Ramsey, since I moved him into the number 10 position, he's been much better. We've been much better. Can we win it? I mean, this would be the comeback of all comebacks. Well, it wouldn't be the comeback of all comebacks. It's just a bog standard Bundesliga game. But for me, it would be massive. No. Petit over the ball, whips it in. Oh my god, they should have scored. To salvage a draw from this, though, from being 2-0 down, not even looking like scoring, I'm going to be absolutely delighted if they blow the final whistle in a minute. But even more delighted if we get one last chance. Ramsey to Kamir Kameo. Chatmack, ball over the top. Dominguez, get there. He has. He's wasted it. He's wasted it. I mean, he's saved us a point, but other than that, he's been absolutely atrocious today. A 2-2 draw, and when you look at it there, you'd actually say we were the better team, but I'll tell you what, we definitely weren't today. We were not, but I'll take it all the way to the bank. He's done brilliant to come back. A 10-minute salvo from Frankfurt has just about kept our Champions League hopes alive. You can tell they were 6th in the Bundesliga, 7 points out of Hertha Berlin, who are playing FC Bayern today. Let's see what happens in that game. Bayern won 5-2, and you can tell now they've come out of nowhere to top the table. I mean, it's close. It's really close between all of these clubs. Between us, Leverkusen, Schalke and Leipzig. It's insanely close. We're still only 6 points off the top of the table, but we're never going to get there. It's just more a case now trying to stay ahead of Hertha Berlin and Wolfsburg and all those teams chasing down that 6th spot. I'm feeling a bit better knowing that Hertha Berlin lost, and we will be playing them very soon as well. And this is where I have a big, lovely announcement for you all, which is that next week, the first episode of TYC next week will be the 95th episode of the series. And to celebrate the fact that this could be one of the longest series ever, and because I'm just feeling in a very kind of giving mood, next week will be Stream Week, or as I call it, Streak. Don't worry, I'm not actually going to streak, unless you want me to. I'm not. Trust me, there's not enough zoom on the camera. But basically, I will be streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, all episodes of TYC. So all of it is going to be live. That means we're going to finish this season and probably get into next season by episode 100, which will be happening on Friday. And that one will hopefully be a kind of longer stream, or maybe a big kind of celebratory one where I'm hoping we can get up to maybe 30 likes for a 100th episode, which would be absolutely amazing. If you are looking forward to Streak, as I'm calling it now, then let me know down in the comment section. And while you're down there, why not drop a like on the video, share and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's been a great week at TYC. A lot's changed. It's been really good fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know that I certainly have. Until I see you for another episode, and for the start of Streak next week, oh, that rhymes. Stay cool. Cheers.